All right, guys, welcome back to D-Rich Spirits. We're here with the 18-year-old Bruichladdich. It's the unpeated version. She is in a delicate wrapper, all dressed to kill for the night out. But underneath, she does have on her dancing clothes. So, with that being said, let's get into it. The 18-year-old Bruichladdich is coming in at a 50% ABV. Malted barley all comes from the Bruichladdich farm and factory right there. So this 18 years was all produced 100% everything right there, Bruichladdich. But this is the unpeated version. The Bruichladdich is also a favorite. It's a lot younger than this one, but I do enjoy them both, as well as the Port Charlottes and the Octomores. Bruichladdich is definitely a staple that is spoken about heavily, especially in the last 5 years of things they've been doing in Islay. So let's talk about the 18-year-old. Caramel, sea mist. Like a honeydew melon in there. Vanillas is coming. Kind of a sweetness following it up. Butterscotch. Now let's go in for the palate. It's still going. I got a burst of lemongrass, like something lemony and kind of like grassy, herbal, like sweetness was there, not too sweet. The vanillas was still there. Pineapple now. I'm starting to pick up pineapple on the nose. Now the herbal is still coming in more. Sea mist. The Islay sea mist. It's unpeated, but you can't mess with the Islay sea mist. You're gonna get that. The saltiness, the brininess. Here we go. Last sip. Okay. More hard candy, more butterscotch. Picking up fruit on the nose, pineapple, lemon. Nothing transfers over to the palate as far as the fruit. The 18-year-old Bruichladdich is very creamy. It is a very creamy dram. I do enjoy it. I don't know if it's for everyone. It's not one of those where I would say, hey, you know, you might like this. I don't know. You have to be an Islay fan, and it's, even though it's unpeated, you have to be ready to have patience and dig into it, because it does have some beautiful notes, and it has some very delicate things going on inside of here. That's going to take patience. It's not just going to jump out on you and probably win you over in the first sip. But we might have one that will knock your socks off, and that's the other 18-year-old coming out of Bruichladdich. You know it, Port Charlotte. The Port Charlotte 18. Now this is the one that a lot of people have been talking about, waiting for. The Port Charlotte 18 comes in there. This one, I have some come in at 54% ABV. I purchased mines from overseas, and they shipped it to me. So this is only a 700 milliliter, and it's 51.5% ABV. Not the 54% ABV that I see everybody else talking about. Bummer. But we still roll with it. 18 years old Port Charlotte. Not all 18 years have been spent in the oak barrels. We got 76% was dipped in some refilled sherry barrels. 26% was dipped in some French wine barrels. So we're gonna have some sweetness to go with the Islay Scotch, the peat, the smoke, the bacon, everything else that comes with. It's only one way to, let's get down to the nitty gritty. A floral of red fruit, smoke, peat. The salty sea mist is in there. It's a red fruit. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, it's sweet. Strawberries. It's creamy. You can smell the creaminess of it. All right, let's go in for a sip. Campfire, soot, bacon, red apples, candied apple pie. Ah, man, what's that? I'm picking up something else. Let me pinpoint it. Pie crust. Vegetation. Chocolate. The Port Charlotte 18-year-old. This is one I would highly recommend for somebody who drinks scotch, or somebody who drinks Islay Scotch. If you like Islay whiskey, I would definitely. The other 18, I would have to know how deep you are into whiskey. And I'm not just saying that. You would have, I need to know where you're at, you know, with your whiskey game, if you would really appreciate that or not. This one right here, this is going to win you over real easy from the first sip. It's exciting. It's a blast. It's rich. It's 18 years old, so you're going to get that deep creaminess. You have that sea mist. You have everything you want in Islay. It's all right here. 18 years old, Bruichladdich. It is, and I hate to use the word amazing, but I can't think of another word to use. It's amazing. All right, scores. Let's score them up real quick. I need you back out here, young lady. Bruichladdich, I need you back out here, young lady. All right, the Bruichladdich, 18-year-old, unpeated. Scale of 1 through 10, we are going to go. I'm going to give her on the nose. On the nose, I'm going to give her a 7.5. On the palate, I'm going to give her a 7.7. On the finish, I'm going to give her a 7.5. And I think that is pretty good. She is a very good dram if you can just sit back and appreciate her for what she's done. She sat for 18 long years waiting to impress you. At least give her the opportunity to do so. I do enjoy the dram. The scores weren't so high because it just didn't jump out at me. I appreciated the 18 years and what she had to offer, and I took my time with her, and I'm still going to take my time with her with a cigar later. I will have both of these two with a cigar, and that's when I really get clarity on what's what. But the Port Charlotte 18-year-old, this one here is just, it's the peat. It's a slightly higher proof. It is just full of abundance. And sherry cask, French wine cask. That brings all that sweetness into the game, right? So you're already coming in with all of the peat and the smoke and everything else. You dump it in sherry cask and French wine cask as well. That's definitely going to add a lot of different characteristics. Every time you sip one of these type of whiskeys at 18 years old, you're going to pick up something different. Once it opens up, by opening it and pouring a glass and you let it sit for several weeks and you go back to it, it's going to be different. Once oxygen gets inside, it starts to waken up the juice that has not touched oxygen for 18 years. And everything starts to change 9 out of 10 times for the better, 99% for the better. So if you do get one of these, you're going to love them at first. If you do love them or just like them at first, be patient because you'll like it even more down the line once it opens up. Hey guys, this is your man D Rich. Like, subscribe, go Islay. Like it's a team, right? Later, man.